Hey, everybody, welcome to the Play Too Much Sessions. I'm your host, Brad Wagner, and I am here, as always, at beautiful Subculture in Manhattan. We're lucky enough to be joined from Nashville today by BSTROK. Dude, thank you for being here, man.
Of course,
Hey.
Brad. Yeah, thank you so much for having me on.
Of course. Dude, we really appreciate you coming by and doing this today. We're going to hear a lot of your music right now. We've got, I think, either 4 or 5 songs coming up, as however the mood strikes you, whether you want to play 4, whether you want to play 5. If you want to play all afternoon, that's fine also. But I know we're going to hear a couple of songs that exist, that have been released. They're out in the world right now. We're also going to hear a couple of unreleased songs. Can you tell us what's coming up first today?
So the first one that I'm gonna do for y'all is one of my personal favorites. It's called "I'll Drive," and it's a single that I released on Spotify about maybe a year ago or so. Did pretty well on Spotify, but always psyched to have new ears listening to it. So hope y'all like it.
All right, thank you.
Girl, you had a couple drinks, don't worry, I can take the wheel. We ain't got a destination, you can tell me how you feel now. This is what I'm living for, don't worry about the past. You in the passenger, just chilling with my foot up on the gas. Like, you had a couple drinks, I can take the wheel. We ain't got a destination, just tell me how you feel now. This is what I'm living for, don't worry about the past. You in the passenger, chilling with my foot up on the... Hey, this that rolling with the windows down, cruising for no reason. This that check that kill your speakers while y'all vibing with the season. Man, it's so refreshing. I'm a breath of fresh air. I'm cooking feel good music when it's blowing through your hair. I've been taking time for me as of lately, working non-stop. Don't hit me up, my celly ring, I let the car drop. And on top of that, overthinking my shots. So stop and drop, I'm popping, locked and loaded. Look what I got, it's B. And I got nothing else to do, so I'm rolling smooth. This that side of me that you never knew. Don't need to change for revenue. The residue, I'm leaving in the game. I'm about to murder syllables, now you know who taking the blame. You had a couple drinks, don't worry, I can take the wheel. We ain't got a destination, just tell me how you feel now. This is what I'm living for, don't worry about the past. You in the passenger, just chilling with my foot on the gas. Like, you had a couple drinks, I can take the wheel. We ain't got a destination, just tell me how you feel now. This is what I'm living for, don't worry about the past. You in the passenger, chilling with my foot up on the... I feel like I've been waiting too long. Now my team's too strong. Can't wait to let us out the gates. Is it too soon to celebrate? Don't hesitate. Demonstrate on how to penetrate. I tell them straight, I elevate the rhyme. You ain't even start to climb. Life is lemons, I'm the line. But don't ask me what that means though. Yeah, I'm just playing, tell it straight. I operate on the beat though. I'm finna make the 3 on the free throw. But I ain't in the NBA. This rhyme scheme like my entryway. What up this way? Don't let me through, I'll find another way. Don't underestimate me, I've been taking double shifts on double time on double days. Or hit a trade, I'm in my zoney zone. And when you listen, all of a sudden all the phonies gone is BSTROK. I couldn't find another name. And all you're about to hear it when you're cruising along with me. And you hear about the split, I got important priorities. Man, if you ain't like this shit, you ain't part of majority. Cause girl, you had a couple drinks, don't worry, I can take the wheel. We ain't got a destination, just tell me how you feel now. This is what I'm living for, don't worry about the past. You in the passenger, just chilling with my foot up on the gas. Like, you had a couple drinks, I can take the wheel. We ain't got a destination, just tell me how you feel now. This is what I'm living for, don't worry about the past. You in the passenger, chilling with my foot up on the
Nice, thanks,
Thank
man.
you, thank you.
Yeah. Dude, so how have I know so that one's out in the world right now. That's been released. You said it's found some success on Spotify so far. Best of continued luck on that one. And I know
Thank
you're in some stage of development of a new EP that's going to come out at some point. I don't think there's release dates or a title or anything like that yet, but it's coming out 2020 most likely. Can you talk about where you're at in that development? Are you writing stuff? Are you recording stuff? Or where in the development of that new EP are you right now?
Well, you know what? Okay, so this EP, I haven't told anybody about it yet. I haven't mentioned anything, and this is really cool
Exclusive,
that
man.
I
Thanks
have.
for saying it here.
Yeah. So it's really cool that I'm able to kind of divulge this information on here. But right now, it's just kind of a collection of a bunch of songs that I've been working on, and this dates back to like maybe 2 years ago. Some of the songs that I've been working on, still some of like my favorite stuff that I've ever written, and just hasn't been ready to put out in the world yet. So I kind of noticed over the last like few months and me kind of honing my craft, like practicing a bunch of different instruments and stuff, that like some of these songs they don't relate in like time period and like where I am with my life, like totally, but they do, like the themes kind of like cross over and everything, and there's a lot of things that I really want to like say and like put out into the world, just some of like my positive energy, I guess I would say. And so right now, yeah, it is just a collection of songs, and I'm still working on some more stuff for it, but hopefully early next year, this next semester at school, I'm going to be working or focusing primarily on that project and getting that out.
Nice. Well, dude, that makes a lot of sense to me. I mean, I don't think it seems like a modern way to release something that there doesn't always have to be a thematic. There doesn't have to be a cohesion of themes for an album. I mean, it makes a lot of sense that artists do release single, 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 and then if you want to collect all of those things into an album, then put it out that way. I mean, I've see an increasing amount of artists doing it that way, so I think it makes sense. And then I guess maybe that positivity and your just general vibe is the common through line to all those songs. So I'll look forward to it. We'll look forward to it at Play Too Much, and help you to shout that from the mountaintops when it does come out.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Of course.
Yeah, man. So what's coming up second? Are you going to do another one that's out in the world? Or are you going to do one of the brand new ones, or what do you feel like doing next?
So the next one that I wanted to do, this is actually one of my older songs. Might be like 2.5, 3 years old, this song, but it's still something that I think about all the time, and I usually like to do this one at shows. It's a pretty fun one, but it also means a lot to me. It's called Clarity Part 3, and it's Part 3 because it was Part 3 of a series that I did called Clarity. And Clarity Part 1 was, I think, the first track that, maybe the second or third track that I ever put out into the world on anything, because I used to just put stuff up on SoundCloud when I was like 17 or so. And now, a number of years later, I look back on this stuff, and it's like still stuff that really like resonates with me. So this one's called Clarity Part 3. It's just kind of a mainlining of just my thoughts, I guess.
All right.
I've been so up in my own mind, spent so much alone time, focused on my own grind and never what's around me. I'm lost in all that found me, my life up in a townie, but I'm ready for some change, rid of the surroundings around me, checking them over for with confidence, dominance, I'm sounding like a veteran to hip hop in my veins, the tracks are counting, adding up, it's sad enough, I'm isolated, sure enough, maybe the secret to success, y'all never see me on the street, never see me since I hardly let the light in, I didn't start this daughter, so I hardly know what light is, the brightest part of my life, like a knife in the brain, had no chance to surviving and thrive, you make it into every single clarity part. Shit, and now it's part 3. Part of me like we addicts of a thing or another, ain't we? Yeah, that's the way that I've been feeling as of lately. Man, put the time into it, lady, your volume to shady. Honestly, a policy when stepping in the lane. Yo, this should be bought 100, cause I'm so ahead of the game. Yo, I'm for real, like I say this track for clarity. I serve the truth and rap it back, and she's like me a rarity. I serve the truth and rapping back, and she's like me a rarity. I keep it moving to the KIM. Process thoughts a lot with mental composition. Glide my pen through the thick and through the thin. Always repenting as much as I sin. Never again defining myself. The things that happen, they're in the end. Yeah, okay. Same mistakes, no way. Follow my passion, no pay. But to get your flow, shit, roll game. So what's the future looking like? I really wonder. I don't know, I'm just ready for the summer, ready for simpler times, but life is only getting complicated. This Grammy shit got me thinking about getting nominated, and I've only upgraded, this town I dominated, but they ain't see all the work I'm doing and I'm frustrated, but I gotta wait it, ain't been that long prolonged, no hating, waiting on the day when I can say, bitch, I just made it, Honestly, a policy when stepping in the lane. Yo, this should be part 100, cause I'm so ahead of the game, yo, I'm for real, like I say this track for clarity, I serve the truth and rap it back, and she's like me a rarity. yes sir, the truth and rapping back AC's like me a rarity. Yo, MC's might be a rarity, it's partly off of clarity. It's clarity. So that one is Clarity Part 3. You probably don't want to listen to the first two.
Well, dude, I enjoyed the third. Thank you for sharing it with us today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, dude. So when you were introducing, we were chatting before Clarity Part 3. You mentioned your that you had been working on a lot of different instruments. So I know that you are a multi-instrumentalist. Can you talk about some of what you play, and also the bigger question, like what the production on this music looks like? Like, is that all you doing everything? Do you work with outside producers, or are you the one turning the knobs, pushing the faders, and playing everything on it?
So this is the part of the show where I need to give major props to my producer, close friend, and roommate right now, Ray Ailey.
Ray.
Heads up for Ray. If you want to go check him out, his Instagram is bad at math Ray. I think it's with just underscores under it. Insane producer. I met him freshman year at Belmont University.
Oh, dude, he's here right now in the comment section.
Yeah,
so he's hearing us.
Yes, I don't know if you can find him in the links if anybody's watching. But yeah, that's Ray. He does like 95% of my production, I would say. But the cool thing about like what we have been able to like develop here as like a team is since we've been working together for like 2 years now, it's just like we both know what the other person is thinking, and like sometimes I'll have ideas that like will kind of throw him off and like send him down a rabbit hole. Sometimes he'll say things to me, get me to like kind of push myself and like get out of my normal style sometimes. But yeah, it's been really cool working with Ray. He does the production on most of these tracks. But instrumentalist wise, he's a great piano player. That's one of the instruments that like I play piano, but it's not really my main thing. But I'm a guitarist. Just picked up drums. I play a lot of bass. Ukulele is actually one of my favorite instruments to play, which is crazy. And I think that one of the songs that's coming up on the EP is going to have a like lead ukulele riff, which I think is going to be really cool because like who does that on a hip hop song?
Yeah, dude, I'm looking forward to it, man. Is that something like a recent development for you, or have you always played the ukulele, or is that like now that we've got all the time or more time on our hands since the virus and all that, have you developed it recently?
Actually, no. There's a funny story behind this. So I have an older brother. He's about like 4 years older than me, and he brought home a ukulele at one point several years ago, and he had left for the weekend to go to some like running camp or something and left the ukulele there. And I was like, had already picked up the guitar at that point. And I was like, oh, like here's an opportunity. So I took that weekend and I pretty much just taught myself ukulele, and it took like 3 days. And I was like, wow, this is really cool. So ever since then, it's just been like something that, that's been really fun to just kind of like jam out on. Cause like you can't go wrong with the ukulele. But anyways, the song that I am kind of like referencing in the main ukulele riff is a song that I wrote 3 years ago. So it's something that I wanted to develop more because I didn't think that it was like really good enough for what it was, and I think like the bare bones of it really needed to be evolved a little bit. So we've been working on that a little bit. Yeah.
Nice, dude. Well, I'll stay tuned, man. That sounds interesting. Just instrumentally interesting. Yeah, I was racking my brain when you said who does that in hip hop songs. Like, dude, I'm sure that perhaps, I mean, I can't think of one. I can't think of a time that it's been done. Probably has been done before in history, but I can't think of when it has been done. So yeah, I'll look forward to when yours is out. And we're only just barely into this session. We've got a bunch more music. What's coming up next today?
So let me check real quick. So the next thing that I wanted to play for y'all is a song this was actually the first song that I ever did with Ray. So that's fitting for this conversation. It's a remix of a song that's by the band Miki Fiki.
which is a Nashville band that's like, they're not small right now, but they're also like we've talked to them before, like they're cool and everything. And they heard our remix when we did this freshman year, and they were like, guys, that's awesome. Like, and they like posted on their page and everything, and that was a cool experience. So Tell Me How You Do, the song by Miki Fiki, we did a remix to it, and that's what I'm about to play for y'all. So hope you enjoy. Just tell me how you do what you do. Just tell me how you do what you do. Just tell me how you do what you do. Oh, darling, tell me how you do what you do. Tell her how it is, I've been vibing all day with the gratitude, they doing all the things that I make their own world go round. One slow round for everyone that's finna go down. Hold down, take a cig one time, one rhyme, not that for the club. Down, run my done like all the pros. Travel around, come out of my zone and out of my mind. Never rhyme and I'm feeling all good. Never think about what I want, but I should. And I got all I could with the time and the place. Put a name to the face, a kick to the base. I could do it all up in a year, as long as all the days like this and there. Clear my fear, it's all for nothing, but it's something. And I'm busting like, tell me how you do what you do. Oh, darling, tell me how you do what you do. Just tell me how you do what you do. Oh, darling, tell me how you do what you do. Just won't you tell me how you do what you do. Oh, darling, tell me how you do what you do. Just tell me how you do what you do. Oh, darling, tell me how you do what you do. I walk out the door like it's payday, and I don't flex on them that same way, and never fade away from that real shit, cause I got it all in my feel shit. So tell me how you do. Rather come and last and be the two, like Ricky Bobby. I'm switching hobbies like dropping bodies. They asking who, and that's me. That's Lil B, I'm from Massachusetts, that Boston reppin'. Pro musician and college freshman, I teach a lesson to MCs that envy me and what I've been doing. Dizzy writing, I'm still moving, they all grooving. Tune to me on this sunny day and I'll run away from there. Oh, darling, tell me how you do what you do. Just tell me how you do what you do. Oh, darling, tell me how you do what you do. Just tell me how you do what you do. Oh, darling, tell me how you do what you do. Just tell me how you do what you do. Oh, darling, tell me how you do what you do. So Tell Me How You Do, Miki Fiki. Go check out the original song and also the remix that we did. It's on SoundCloud. Not one of my Spotify things. I don't know if we have the rights or not, but
Wait, spell it for anyone who's out here who's trying to check out the original. Spell Miki Fiki.
Miki Fiki is Mikifiki, 2 words, and they're the coolest, probably my favorite Nashville band right now. So
Nice. Well, dude, let's keep on talking about that. So these guys are both influences of, and I mean, you took some of their music as your source material for this, so more than an influence, and contemporaries too. Can you talk about some of the other artists that have been really important to you in terms of sculpting your sound and getting musical ideas, potentially sample material, or just general vibes to influence what you do musically?
Oh, okay. Well, the first thing that I would start off the bat saying is that like jazz music, just like old jazz music, really like resonates with me. It's something that I feel like should be a part of hip hop, like all the time. It's just, I don't know. It's my favorite thing to do is to blend kind of like the '90s hip hop style with jazz music. It's really cool. I know a lot of those old artists used it. One of my favorite, like modern day, he's getting a little bit older, but J. Cole. J. Cole uses a lot of jazz in his music, which is really cool. I've always loved J. Cole, and especially, I think, you know, the Spotify Artist of the Decade thing, where they...
Yeah, yep.
So my Artist of the Decade was Kendrick Lamar, who is, I would say, arguably the best hip-hop artist of all time.
Okay. Yeah, I could see the argument. I don't think that he is necessarily mine, but the argument is certainly there to be made.
And anybody can be mad at that. I'm not gonna be.
Yeah. I was
Not
like
gonna
part
get
of
all
the,
defensive.
no, totally. That's part of the fun of the thing. That's why lists are fun.
Yeah. So them, and also just say my background in music is a lot of like classic rock and singer-songwriter material also. But a lot of the artists that I'll listen to is like Tribe Called Quest and Biggie and Nas, like all those guys are huge influences to me. So
Nice.
them
Who
and
are
then,
going back to the first? I mean, you were talking about some of the older jazz music that you always felt like was a natural fit for hip hop. Can you talk about some of the specific jazz musicians who you either have integrated into your music or just who you admire?
oh, okay. So actually, one of the next songs that I'm gonna be playing, I think it's gonna be the last one because it's a good one to end on. Uses a Tyner McCoy sample. Have you ever heard of Tyner McCoy?
Yeah.
McCoy Tyner, yeah. But yeah, all of his music really cool. John Coltrane is also a big guy that I'm into.
Yeah, timeless.
Yeah.
Nice, nice, man. So yeah, we'll look forward to that. You've got a sample coming up in the fifth song. There's one more song before that. What are you gonna play forth today?
So this one is called Bird, and I'm actually like excited and also nervous to do this one because it's a lot. It's just the subjects that it goes after. It hits really close to home for me. I won't get like too detailed into it, but it's about my friends back home. Just hoping that everything is okay back there, and leaving home at like 18 and like going off like somewhere across the country to go to college. It comes with like a lot of excitement, but it also comes with a lot of like guilt with kind of leaving people behind and just hoping that they're going to be okay on their own. So this next one is called Bird. This was the first song that Ray and I worked on last year at the beginning of sophomore year. So I hope you guys like this one.
Pitter patter flows, got some white up on your nose. Wish you didn't, but I thought I really knew what some other people know, and I don't have a clue. Reality is cold with hesitation on my own. I thought that I knew you, and you don't even go to the same places as me, places I would never own. So when you stop to buy a swisher at the nearest quick and go, and yeah, I'm moving fast, and no, I'm not alone. But maybe in the past we was really close. Now I got a little gas, and I think I want some more than this. Hope you're recording it. I went to college, left with the knowledge that I've been sick with this shit, and now I'm sick of this shit. Different days, same list of do. I'm getting to a point where I can't tell the difference between me and you. That's why I'm leaving too. Didn't choose to see it through, and now I need a different road to get to you. And you wonder why I ain't really call much. I'm just busy taking myself seriously enough and dreaming of a tour bus, wishing there are more of us up in the clouds. Now we higher than the former us, and when I'm gone, y'all can see me in the sky. By the time yesterday gets a chance to up and down, probably find another way so y'all can dry your fucking eyes. I'm dreaming of a day to see you as a bird up in the sky, and it's you take back. Sleep back, you say so, that you're wrong. I lay low, still same, I pray more. Maybe I just don't know you.
I'm sorry for not being there when I said I would.
And now I'm growing up, gotta trust the process been keeping me from glowing up. I need some time for growing up. I saw for the show, for sure, return home. I keep it low key. These people don't really know me. At least that's just what I told myself. Convincing me to stay in nothing better for my health. I wish the best for y'all. Pictures on a shelf in my mind, like I wrote this shit with different words 100,000 times. I put the pen to the paper. I'll be seeing you later, cause I'll be hitting you up. Check and see if you made it, and when it's true I'm elated to see you out of the basement and clearing some pavement on a better path with some cleaner paper. Couldn't say it.
It's different days saying listen to I'm getting to a point where I can't tell the difference between me and you. It's why I'm leaving too and didn't choose to see it through, and now I need a different route to get to you. And you wonder why I ain't really come much. I'm just busy not taking myself seriously enough and dreaming of a tour bus, wishing there are more of us up in the clouds. Now we hired in the form of us, and when I'm gone y'all can see me in the sky. By the time yesterday gets a chance to up and down, probably find another way so y'all can dry your fucking eyes. I'm dreaming of a day to see you as a bird up in my mind. So I take back, you say so, lay here wrong, I lay low, still sane, I pray more, maybe I just don't know you. So I take back, you say so, lay here wrong, I lay low, still sane, I pray more, maybe I just don't know you. Yeah, maybe I just don't know you. That one's called Bird, and it's going to be out at some point in the near future.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Dude, remind me the what cup are you drinking from right now? I'm going to be in Nashville in like 2 weeks, and I need to remind me.
Oh my gosh! If anybody watching is ever in Nashville, go to McDougal's. Go to McDougal's Chicken. Go to the one on 21st because it's the best one.
That's right. I'm going to be there for like 7 days, so that's going to be 14 opportunities to eat something awesome. And McDougal's seems like it's going to be part of that ridiculous food bender that I'm going to be on for the next week.
Yeah, and if you don't want to like destroy yourself with hot chicken, just go over to where they do fried chicken because it's much easier on the body.
So I think we'll probably do a hot chicken and then a fried chicken chaser to make sure that we sort of come down slow from the hot chicken. There's only 14 opportunities to eat, so we can always double up so that I eat 15 meals over the course of 14 meal slots. Dude, I know. So you mentioned it a couple of times about what you're working on freshman year, sophomore year. So you're in school at Belmont right now. Can you talk a little bit about what strategies you use to balance the two things between your music career, between school? I mean, is it so ingrained that it is all kind of like the same endeavor, or is it a big difference in your mind? Is it like now it's music time, now it's studying time, or how does that work for you?
You know, it's totally not like that, and that's what's funny. But you know what? I will first off say that I'm so glad that I ended up at Belmont University, because the people that you meet there and become like good friends with, like some of the best people that I've met in my entire life, some of the most talented people, and it's a privilege to work with all these people and to be able to like even just bounce ideas off of each other. Like I think I saw one of my homies in the comments who's watching right now. Shout out to Eddie Esta. It's one of the artists that I've been working with a little bit lately. He just dropped an EP called Triangle Park, and all of us just kind of were locked up in our studio for like 8 to 10 hours, just like grinding on this project, all like throwing different ideas in it, and it came out so cool, and I'm like really proud to have worked on that. With school, I will say it does suck a little bit of the time, not being able to
it'd be weird
focus.
if it didn't.
Yeah, not being able to like just focus my entire energy on music, because I mean, like I really want to be a songwriter, and I got to be able to work on my stuff that's like good for that at the same time getting good grades and be able to graduate, get that music business degree. But yeah, this past semester definitely had more time than any other semester to work on music, which was really cool. But also not everybody's in town, and so that's a little weird. But I will say it's a little bit distracting, but it's also cool that I can sort of blend the two between like music and school, because like some of it does have to do with both things. So
yeah. Cool, man. Well, I'm glad that you're in that situation. You found a spot that works for you. It's definitely, the school environment can be a lot healthier of an environment to meet people and potential collaborators than just venues and bars all the time. I mean, it could work that way. It works all sorts of ways, but it tends to be a sort of healthier environment to meet up with people and bounce ideas off. So I'm glad that you're in an environment like that, man. Good for you for finding it. And we still got one more song coming up, man. What's coming up last today?
So this is, I might go out on a limb and say this is my favorite song I've ever written. It's called What a World, and it is about everything. I'm not even gonna try to explain. It's not super complicated, but it's just all like the inner workings of my mind and how I view the world, and just a lot of different things that I pulled from just in my like kind of awakening experience. I mean, honestly, I don't remember having any kind of complicated thought before I was like 17 or 18 years old. Like everything before that was just nonsense. And so I think I wrote this song freshman year. I'm a junior now, and it really just, all these words in this song is just like exactly what I wanted to put on this track. And this is the one with the McCoy Tyner sample. So hope y'all like this one. I really like this song. So it's going to be on the new EP most likely. No, it will be. It will be. And this was co-produced by Ray and me. This ain't easy as it looks, I'll tell you that much. Wish I could stop and drop the part like an actor does. Like I could paint a picture, nothing, but that's something to me. A little more complicated, I aspire to be. The reason for your head's turning, what a world. I could take a 9 to 5 and I could spoil my girl. I could start a 401k to kick back and unfurl. It's your life and my world, it's my life on your journal. Longer raining, but it's so hard to make it. I don't mind if I lose my mind. Unless you try to break. They say the world's so small till it ain't, but that don't mean it's less complicated. Among the reasons for intoxication, you got a problem, no solution, that's a complication. But taking time to write like it's my only obligation. Reading my diary to the general population. Ain't it funny how people just stop to hate and reminisce the old Braden? But I've been back to square one shit, cause this the only thing I stuck with like gum under the table. Took a minute, had to look at myself. It's my discography, it's like a mirror. It's hard to snap a picture, but the vision looking clearer. I'm the hero, and y'all can measure my worth in a matter of ones and zeros. Did it 17 times, I could do it again. Shouts the real ones, steady ones, I'm always a friend. Unless you all up in my business, tell you then it depends. So maybe I have the means and I define the ends. Cause it's no longer raining, but it's so hard to make it. I don't mind if I lose my mind. Unless you try to break it. Alright, I guess we'll start it back and try again. It seemed like nothing ever stayed too long. Some are friends, they come and go. But one thing that I know is I don't have another option. Maybe why I dropped to fit the trends. Can't be forgotten on the flight right back to Boston with my city and my home. If I'm comfortable enough, I know I'm doing something wrong. I should write another song and write it down and say it sounded right. I really put me on. Like, compare my raps to all the greats that set a high standard. I'm keeping to myself, so you best mind your own manners. And I got no answers. I made the call to change it all. I'm like a song gone wrong, but I'm too damn strong. Adapt to any situation, change your places, chasing bases for the adoration. Glad to make it, that's a fact to me. And what a world, it's crazy to me actually. Keep on climbing gradually, I end up where I have to be. So that one is What a World.
Dude, thank you, man. Thank you for sharing all this music with us today. We would really appreciate it. Some of it's out in the world. Some of it is to be released on the EP when it comes out, which is at some point next year. So, dude, good luck on the school year at Belmont. Good luck on that EP release. Just let us know when it's out. We'll help to amplify your voice and let people know that it's coming out. But thanks for joining us and sharing the music with us today.
Oh, thanks, Brad. Yo, it's all my pleasure. Of course, it means a lot that y'all would reach out to me and get me going on this.
Yeah, dude. Well, we really appreciate it. And where do you tend to be the most active on the internet? Do you want people to go to your SoundCloud, to your Spotify, to your Instagram? Where do you tend to push people to?
So to find all like my newer music, the stuff that is like probably like more professional sounding, that's where you want to go to my Spotify. But if you're just looking to like catch up with me on my daily life, like whatever I'm doing, whatever's happening at the moment, go to my Instagram. That's where I'd be posting the most.
Nice. Well, thank you, dude. And also, if this is you, the internet, the first time you've ever seen a Play Too Much session, we do this on a weekly basis, sometimes twice a week. And we've got Canadian rock musician JJ Wild coming up a week from today on November 17th. She rules. Please tune in for that. Like us, subscribe to us, etc. across all the socials. And yeah, dude. BSTROK, thank you very much for doing this, man. We really appreciate it.
Of course. Shout out to Play Too Much. Y'all the best.
All right, man. See ya.